All right, we are live. Hey, everyone. Thanks for joining in on this Saturday afternoon. It's something new that I'm starting. I wanted to, well, first of all, I'm Carol J. Dunlop, your online wild strategist, in case you didn't know, and I'm the founder of the I Market Your Business Facebook group. So just start talking. I wanted to try to do some educational lives, and I usually come on Fridays, but I had my good friend Rhonda Hudgins, and she's going to come on and talk about an educational thing that we all need, which is next leveling your marketing using networking, because she's the pro person at networking, the queen, I should say. So we will be doing these from time to time. I don't have a regular schedule. Don't hold me to a regular schedule. If I have to put one more regular schedule thing in there, I'm just going to be crazy. But I'm going to bring you some regular, good, awesome, valuable content every time I come on, whether it's Friday with just me or Friday or Saturday with a good colleague of mine who's doing stuff. So without any further ado, hey, Rhonda, why don't you go ahead and intro yourself so you can, and we're going to get started.
Okie dokie. Hi, everyone. I'm Rhonda R. Hudgins. And what I do is I help people grow beyond their potential or what they think is their potential by offering exclusive networking events, doing networking strategies, and finding out of the box ways to market themselves. So I look forward to getting to know you all, getting to know me today, and hopefully I'll get to know you very soon.
So the reason, let me bring myself back on here. So the reason I wanted you to come on, is that a lot of people don't know how to network. Handing a business card, introducing themselves, and saying, hey, call me or come by my store or whatever, is how you network. And I know that you and I don't think that way. That's not even a way to that's not a way to anything, advertise, network, or whatever. So why don't you give us some tips about how to really next level your networking?
Well, networking is it's really about what it sounds like. It's taking and connecting with people. And you do not connect with people by saying, hey, I'm with Avon and do you need some, I don't know, lip balm or perfume? That's just not the way to network. I started my networking group in late November, early December of 2014 because I was trying to find some places online to actually do getting to know people, promoting a direct sales company I was with, and everything I joined at that time. We have some great networking groups now, but there was some garbage online at that time. So I said, okay, I will bring it. Well, it's the garbage is still out there. Don't get me wrong, the garbage is still out there, but it was just like someone dropped an ad book and you couldn't have found me if I had been in the middle of it. And then the networking group were basically just follow me letters. And that's not, and then people would, that you would sign up with, you would friend them and send them a sweet little message that said, I look forward to getting to know you and networking with you. And the next thing they do is send you a 5-page dissertation on why you need to buy from them and why you need to join their company. That's not network.
Right, yeah.
So when I started Metro ATL&Beyond, I did that with the intention of building a community. And you have been a part of that community, Carol, I guess since 2016. No, 2015. You came and spoke at one of my lunch and learns in July 2015. And we connected in another group. Did we connect in Lori Mann's group? Is that where we connected?
Well, we first met each other in T. Renee Smith's group,
Stilettos,
Sweats, and Heels.
Okay.
And then I think I followed you over to Lori Mann, or I think both knew Lori, and we kind of connected there. And since then, and then you had something where you can actual real event, you could post it. I forgot the name of the group that was. And then you had Metro ATL&Beyond. So of course I joined that. But then since then, I mean, interconnected and networking in, I don't know, 10 or 20 groups. Something like
probably
that.
more than that if we were actually to look. But the thing about it is, and we built that relationship. You said that you were looking for places to speak. And being the bold and outspoken person I am, I just said, I went over into your private messages and said, girl, I got you. I've got this lunch and learn coming up. These are the dates I've got available. When are you available? And we've built since then. And what we started with was we made an online connection. We continued to build a foundation even on that online connection. And then, and I apologize to all the viewers for my roommate running back and forth, but he lives here too, so what can I say? And
don't worry. Look, it's Saturday. It's Saturday. Yeah, don't worry. Saturday. You get extra but, going on Saturday.
We continued to build on that platform, that foundation. And then you came and spoke for us, which finally we got that meeting in person. And we thought we connected until we met in person. And then it was just like, wow. And
And
Carol is actually, she probably put me for telling this. She is actually one of my ambassadors for Metro ATL&Beyond Business Networking Group. And even though she does not get to be at our event this year, she was at our event last year, and she's still working behind the scenes like ambassadors are supposed to be, promoting and things. And the thing about networking is not about handing out your card. Most people don't, Carol, most people don't think of networking as part of their marketing. There's actually nope. See, even you, I see that look on your face. Even you never considered it that way, but it is. I read an article. There was a post that I read. I can't remember if it was on Facebook or on LinkedIn this week. And it was about people buy the product, not you. And I just beg to differ with that. I absolutely do. Now, I understand at this particular point in time, if I go to Walmart, I'm not thinking about Sam Walton's family. But let's go back to when he opened his first Walmart and people knew him in person. And I guarantee you they were concerned about Sam Walton and Sam Walton's family. So, the thing about it is I do business, as do you, with people I know, like, and trust. So in building my network, I have to go out and connect with people. You can connect with people online all day long, but eventually you have to go out and put a face, a live flesh and blood face to that person. You just cannot continue to carry on a relationship long distance. Even if you're only across town, it's still long distance, and you may know a lot about each other, but there actually used to be a term for that when the internet first started. Now, it had more to do with dating than networking, but it still holds true. People you connect with online and get to know online until you meet them in person, you're intimate strangers. So even in the business world, we're still on some level, no matter how much we've shared online, no matter how many times we've talked on the phone, texted back and forth, done things like we're doing today, until we meet in person on some levels, we're still strangers. I mean, until you meet me online, I may be an axe murderer hiding out in Douglasville, Georgia. I'm not. For the record, I am not an axe murderer hanging out.
She's not. But you're right. You
just do the gun and get it over with. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
But you only know so much about someone when you see them. I mean, video live streaming especially is the next best thing to being in person. But there's nothing better than being in person, because before you and I met, I really didn't know, even though I read your posts, even though we interacted in the group, I didn't know who you are, how sweet of a person you are, how giving you are, because there are certain things, even as much as you can communicate online, there's certain things that just don't come across 100% until you meet someone in person. And then, like you said, when you and I met in person, it was just off the rails from then of what we can rated on some things. We share notes. Y'all don't know how much we Facebook message and text each other and email. And when I have a resource, I think that's going to be good for her, I'll like, hey, Rhonda, have you tried this? Or did you know about this? And she does the same thing with me. And we've met a couple of different times now, but still that relationship is the thing that keeps it going. And that's why I wanted to bring you on, because you, my sister, queen friend here, are excellent at building relationships with people who you wouldn't otherwise think that are going to notice you. I love that about you. I love how you do that.
Well, thank you. I mean, it's just, we hear this some in business, but I actually hear this more in church because my bishop, as you heard last year at our event, he is a networker from the ground up. He has built an international ministry. Or built up. It was already there, but he has built it up, and he's built it up with building relationships and networking. He is convinced that Jesus is the first networker, and I don't disagree with him. And the whole thing about it is you have to build relationship. But if you, even in building relationships, if you look around at your inner circle, if you're the smartest person in your inner circle, then you probably need to change some people out. This is next level our marketing with networking, okay? If I'm here and I need to be here and I'm the smartest person in the room, thank God I'm not, but to get to here, somebody's got to be smarter than me. Because if the person, the big honcho in the room I'm in is at the same level, they cannot take me any higher than that. And I can't go any higher than that until someone comes along and says, okay, Rhonda, you're here. I want to take you here. And then I have to have someone to take me here. And that comes with getting to know people who are in those places that you would, and I want to refer to scripture again, because let me put this out here for anyone watching this, that whether this will let you know whether or not you want to be a part of my network. I am unapologetically Christian. That's it. If you don't like it, do
right.
But the whole thing about it is the Bible says that when you're in the presence of kings, put a knife to your throat. In other words, shut your mouth and listen. And that's what networking. Now, let me give you the number one networking tip. Please do not go to networking events, big, small, or in between. Unless there's only 5 people there, do not try to talk to everyone in the room. Don't go. Don't get one of those little shooters. They'll just shoot your business card all over. Because the truth of the matter is, unless someone actually asks you for your card, true networking wisdom is don't give it unless they're asked. So here's the thing.
I agree with that.
Here's the thing. When you go and you're there and it's people that are above you, you just have to learn to hush and listen. That's how you get to be in a place. Go away, Renette. That's how you get to be in a place where you have those people that are here reaching down to get you while you're still here without you having to go here first. Because when you were in their presence, you showed proper respect. You gave what was necessary. And if you honor people, they'll honor you back. And that's part of networking. It's building a relationship. It's finding, yes, you find common ground, but you make that person feel like they're the most important thing to you in that moment. When you meet that person, you're talking to that person, you're building a relationship with that person, and that grows your network, because then they're going to say, I don't meet people like that very often. And they'll tell their network about you. And that would be my number one thing. Show proper honor and respect. It's not about you, honestly. The bottom line is, and when people say this, it's really true. No one cares what you know, what you sell, or even who you are until they know you care.
That, you know what, that is so true, because you can't make people care. You can't make people want to get to know you. But if you're just your true, unapologetic, authentic self when you go into whatever room you're going in or whatever meeting you go into or wherever you're speaking or wherever, there's always opportunities, even at the grocery store, to network. But if you're just your true self, you're going to attract people to you that, whatever your group or your network or just want to be in your life in some type of way. And I love to show them honor and respect to be doing people anyway, to give them honor and respect, especially if, like, they're here in the, not that they're better than you, but the knowledge and experience they have is here, and you're their point, you get to where they are, then you have to show them knowledge and respect. You have to acknowledge them for who they are. And the first thing you don't do is go up there and try to slap a card in their face and say, "Hey, I'm so and so. Here's my card." Nobody cares about that. Nobody cares about your cards. I don't even carry business cards. I really don't. I go up to people, and I'm well, I will introduce myself just so they know my name, and then we get to talking, and I want to learn about them, and then they ask me for a card, and I'm like, well, I don't even carry cards. I want to know more about you so that I can connect with you, and at that point, the pressure's off. They're not even worrying, oh God, when's she going to bring the card out? Because they know that I want to get to know them, and that's great. I love that. It's really easy because I know some people who just they can't stand networking. They think of that old connotation of trying to, go out there in a sea of cards and who am I going to, speed network with next and all that. And it doesn't have to be that way. It can be enjoyable. And I enjoy networking. I enjoy meeting new people. I really do.
Well, I love networking. And the thing about networking is it's not about selling, it's about telling. And I know people say, well, that's kind of trite. It's been said, but it's true. But even more than it's not selling, yes, it is about telling. But if you're the person out there that wants to really grow your network, then you need to be listening more than you're telling. So there's the respect factor. And the other thing with the cards are some people, they go, hi, I'm Rhonda, here's my card. Hi, I'm Carol, here's my card. And they try to get a room of 30, 40, 50, 100 people. Well, number one, no one, unless your picture was on the card, they don't even know what you look like, let alone what you do or anything. You didn't even stop to, find out who they were. Here's my card, here's my card, here's my card. Now, on the other hand, I'm a big believer in having cards. I really think you should carry cards, but like I had said before we actually started, I don't think you should give a card out unless you're asked. And truthfully, you can even make it like an oversight and let them ask us. Because if you've intrigued someone enough for them to listen, for you to listen to them and them to ask you a second time, then I feel like you should have something tangible that you can put into their hand. And now on my Metro ATL&Beyond card, it has my picture. So in fact, it's the very picture you put on this badge is the picture that's on my business card. So if they talk to me and I have a conversation with them and I sat there and I was looking in their eyes, then when they look at that business card, they're going to see that face that cared about them. So that is, and if you're going to carry a business card, unless you have an appointment, you do appointments or something and you use that for the back of your, please don't have a blank back card. I mean, appointments are fine. The appointment thing is fine, but that's real estate that's very valuable to you. You've taken the time to listen to a person. Now, let your business card speak for you when you're away from them. So when they flip it over, they find out even more about what you do and how you can help them. Because I really can help you grow in all areas of your life and gain more potential than you think you can grow. And it's really and truly just that simple. And, I would love to get to show some of y'all how that works.
Cool. I would love for you to show some people too, because you are, like I said, the queen of doing this. Now, tell us, we're down to the end of our time here. Tell us about your event that's coming up and how people can get in on that, because they don't want to miss it.
Oh, no, they do not want to miss it. We actually have come up with a very short, rememberable name. Last year, it was about this long. Notice you can't, I don't know if you can see my hands or not, probably not. It was about this long. This year, we came in, we revamped the name, and it is Celebrating Connections. All we'll have to do is put the year on it every year. So Celebrating Connections 2018. I am partnered with Danella Burnett, who is the owner of Encore Elite Events. She was my event planner last year. She's still my event planner, but this year she's also my business partner in this event. Okay. And we can plan to continue to grow it and keep it going. You can find all the information you need at tinyurl.com/Metro ATL Connections 2018. And I will type that in the comments because I know that's a lot to remember. So I will type that into the comments.
It's on the screen now.
Needs it will have
it's on the screen now. Cool.
So you put it on
it's on the screen now.
You're so awesome. Because you already have it, so you're pretty awesome.
Well, I know that we're trying to remember that thing, and I'm like, we will not remember that. But when we go off of this, when we end this live, I'll type it in also. So tell us what's going to happen at the event.
We're going to have a number of speakers. We'll have a half day on Friday. We'll have some wonderful speakers and workshops on Friday afternoon, as well as time to shop with the vendors. That will segue into a meet and greet from 7 to 9 o'clock on Friday evening. On Saturday morning, we will start bright and early with the VIPs at a VIP only breakfast, where we will have some major networkers and some new faces that will be in the room. I can already guarantee that you will meet Keith Ivey, Corey Moore, and Dottie Bailey in that room. We're working on getting the other panelists in place for the networking breakfast, and I hope to have all of them at the meet and greet as well. After lunch that day, our 5 networking experts will actually be on a panel where they'll get to answer questions that people need to know about how to get out there and network and do the things that they need to know. It will really expanded from the one that we did last year. We also have Suzanne Evans' sister, Amanda Evans, coming, and she's going to be speaking on sales. I don't have in front of me at the moment the title of her talk, but it will have to do with sales. She's Suzanne Evans' sister, and that's pretty much all you need to know about that. We also have as our MC this year and as one of our speakers, Caitlin Bryan, who is Mrs. Atlanta 2018. I will be speaking at least once, maybe twice. Danella will be speaking about how networking and live events go hand in hand. So and there's a lot of surprises left. I don't want to tell you everything because I'll tell you everything, and then you got to kind of find out some of it. We've got some great surprises for you. We'll have we're expecting to have at least 10 and up to 15 vendors. And we have plenty of time built in for you to network. Plenty of time is going to be built in for you to shop with the vendors. And it was why we expanded it to an extra half day to give that networking and vendor time. So it is September 28th and 29th from 1 o'clock on Friday until approximately 6 o'clock on Saturday afternoon at the Hilton Atlanta Perimeter Suites. And if you become a VIP, your room's included. You don't even have to go back home.
Wow. That is awesome. Who has stuff with your room included? Oh my God. So everyone go to it's on the screen right here, tinyurl.com/Metro ATL Connections 2018. I am going to put this in the comments. And thank you, Rhonda, for coming on and sharing about how to next level your marketing, your marketing using network. It was great to actually hear some of the things that you talk about in pieces everywhere, but just to really see it all. And I'm so glad that we could make this time work, even though it's a Saturday. And I want to let everyone know that if you're watching live or if you're watching the replay, this is going to be here. So you can come and get this information over and over again anytime. But the event is not going to be, I'm not going to be able to make it because I will actually be at another event in another state. But I know this is going to be awesome. It was so awesome last year. I met a lot of people that I am now doing business with or collaborating with and still connected with. So go ahead and get your tickets. Your room is included if you're a VIP. That's all we need to say on that one.
Absolutely. To my knowledge, there is not another event in Atlanta that is tied to networking, that is a conference, that as a VIP, you get your room. You may get extra special stuff here and there, but your room, really? No, not that I know of.
I know that's right.
Thank you for having me, Carol. I really appreciate it.
Oh, well, you're quite welcome. I'm so glad we were able to make this work out. This is awesome, and this is the kind of information that you're going to be getting, that you will get, that you still get, that you will be getting in the Market Your Business Facebook group. So, hey, get some more members in here. You know, we're up to over 300 right now. Woo! I love it. I love it. So tell your friend, yeah, tell your colleague, tell her. I'm not going to do with the Ashley Ann thing. She is so funny if y'all follow her, but tell a friend, tell a colleague, tell some other people. We want some more members in here so we can shake the thing up some and start helping everyone to get better at marketing their business. So thanks a lot, Rhonda. We will check you out later, okay?
Yes,
Bye,
ma'am.
everybody.